The data and the trend board. Monitoring operational efficiency and productivity. It gives appropriate departments and staff members the help that they need, right? Because how do you know where to deploy resources or pull resources back, or where you can get more production out of, or maybe you're actually even asking too much of them, right? You need to have a navigation system to navigate your way through the business. Stop doing it in the blind. When you're making decisions from the data, there are no emotions involved. This gives you the opportunity to give resources and coaching to the right people. For example, why focus on text and calls if you're exceeding in those areas? You wouldn't. Remember, if you don't set standards for your people, and that's what KPIs are, they're standards, they're informative. We've given you all the things in there. But in the trend board, when you're focused on the trend, if you don't set a standard for your people, they'll set it on their own. Empowers and boosts team engagement. When you have the whole entire team working towards improving a number, and you have a whole entire team that contributed, they're all contributors, and they're working, teamwork's there, and they're contributors, and they're celebrating wins together, that's how you grow and scale to new levels. You got to have teams. You're not going to grow and scale anyways if your current, anywhere you want to go, if your current team isn't winning, growing, developing, and taking down challenges together. I can tell you as an entrepreneur, one of my greatest things that I've seen in companies that I've built is seeing a team that goes from all the low-level interactions of a poorly functional team to a team that when a problem comes in, they automatically, everybody at the table wears a hat and they roll their sleeves up and they go to work and tackle it together. To me, I think that's one of the most beautiful things in business is actually developing people that can solve problems. So, because in business, problems are going to always come at you, right? And having this framework is going to help you develop a team that you can just hand those problems over to them and they'll be able to solve them for you. Would you like your team to solve your problems for you? I bet you would. That keeps the team informed and accountable, right? Everybody wants great communication. Everybody wants organizational clarity, right? Make sure that your team is informed and accountable. Removes all subjective opinions. No names or faces, just good data, right? You can take the he say, she said, Tommy, Tina, Bobby, Joe, Lionel, whatever the case may be. You can take all that out of there if you're just going off the numbers, because what happens in human behavior, this is, leadership coaching right here. But what happens in human behavior is human beings, when you're getting ready to get a breakthrough, and you're getting ready to breakthrough being defined as something that was previously impossible in the business that now becomes possible in the business. When you're getting ready to get a breakthrough, what always happens is when you're really, 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 really close and that pain threshold's at the highest piece of the business, people will try to change it. Oh my God, I can't believe you talked to me like that. Or what's going on? They got this. They got an extra day off. I didn't get it. They'll go to change the standard. And I can tell you as a leader and as an experienced leader, when you see this coming, this is when you want to lean into it because you're on the verge of something great. Understanding the key drivers of operational efficiency in the business, tracking operational metrics such as production, output, inventory turn, etc., supply chain issues, identifying bottlenecks and inefficiencies through the processes and systems in the company. How are you going to identify? And once again, we go back to that, your people, right? If you're giving your people things that aren't working, it's going to be a problem. Implementing strategies to improve productivity and streamline operations based on trend board insights. Are you actually going in and using the data to go put yourself in the point of where you want to go improve it? Implementing strategies, provides infrastructure to coach and develop new emerging leaders, right? That's one of the hardest things to find in a company is actually how to identify and to coach emerging leaders. Tells you what your training needs are for the upcoming week and highlights missed opportunities. Identifies locations, departments, teammates, top producers, customer engagement and satisfaction, exploring matrix related to customer acquisition, retention, and satisfaction, right? You need to know what's your customer acquisition cost, right? These are big things. So you want to keep everybody in the company that's doing these things paying attention. Tracking customer feedback, reviews. Remember, what gets measured gets managed, and what gets managed gets improved.